Hello everyone and welcome to another session of AP Human Geography with Mr. Elrod. We're continuing our discussion of universalizing religions, and the next religion we're going to talk about briefly is Sikhism. Sikhism is a relatively small religion with a number of practitioners about 22 million. So another figure said about 30 million. So probably I guess somewhere in that range, 22 to 30 million. It was founded and most Sikhs are going to be living in northern India. Obviously, as time has progressed and as migration has occurred more and more, you'll see a map in just a minute. More of them spread around the world, but for the most part, they're going to be living in northern India. Sikhism was what we consider a syncretic religion. And what we mean by that is that Sikhism takes elements of two primary religions and it blends them together, and those are primarily the religions of Islam and Hinduism. And so if you can think of the geography of the region, that makes sense, because obviously Hinduism is a part of the Indian subcontinent, has been there for a long time. Islam, of course, came into India, and so you have the blending of these two religions, primarily in some of the maybe mysticism and the universality of all beings and spirits and things like that, and the idea of the release of the soul of Hinduism with the good works and good practices found within Islam, and the strict devotion and strict life, things along those lines. The founder of Sikhism is a man by the name of Guru Nanak. The Guru is the title, and within Sikhism, the Guru is very important. The Guru is the teacher, and you also find gurus in Hinduism, and I've also seen gurus mentioned in Buddhism. So essentially, we're just talking about the spiritual leader, the enlightened person. So Guru Nanak is the one who founds Sikhism and comes up with most of its tenets. It is considered a monotheistic religion. I guess very similar to the idea of Hinduism, that you have kind of this multiplicity of gods, or not necessarily the multiplicity of gods, but this universality of God, and He's in control of all things. But everything's kind of wrapped up in that one God. And their holy scriptures is called the Guru Granth Sahib. And this particular holy book is actually a collection of writings from all of the gurus, as well as some other poets and wise men that have been a part of the Sikh religion. And so it's it's a collection of sayings and proverbs and things along those lines. And what we see right here to the right is a picture of the Golden Temple. It's considered one of the holiest sites in all of Sikhism, and so that's going to be a part of the cultural landscape. Temples are going to be very important to Sikhism. Very similar to Hinduism, where the meditation will take place, where the prayers will take place, and those are the things that Sikhism really emphasizes. Emphasizes prayer, emphasizes meditation, emphasizes good works. Definitely emphasizes kind of a peaceful coexistence with other religions. In fact, it's this idea that is, I guess, almost as long as you're following a religion, then that's pretty good, and so we won't worry too much about it. But again, it kind of seeks to peacefully coexist with a lot of the other religions around. So this map right here shows, again, you have mostly Sikhs living in northern India, Pakistan, and then where some of the Sikhs have traveled around the world. Again, not a very large religion, not found in too many parts of the world, and so it's going to be, and mostly Sikhism is concentrated to the group people called the Sikhs that are found in the northern portions of India. So that's all that we're going to have today on Sikhism. When we come back together, we're going to be talking about ethnic religions, moving on to our last grouping of religions.